Welcome to the Deucecast Extra. We are here to talk about a finale, and then we are here to talk about a third episode, a mid-season, if you will, a midterm episode. Which, it was okay, but no, we'll talk about that later.
We'll get to that.
Of course, we have to hit part 6 of Obi-Wan Kenobi, the finale of a pretty good series in my opinion. I ended up liking it quite a bit. We've got a lot of people hanging out.
Hey guys,
in the chat. Everyone. We got Craig, we got Roth, we got Brian.
The crew.
Thank you guys for coming to hang out this evening. We will definitely jump right in. I just watched it for Coach, what's up, buddy? Just watched it again today. Just trying to do that pre-refresher to the series or to the show, and man, I gotta tell you, this episode, my daughter turned over and as she was like staring at her tablet, she just happened to like move a little bit and look over. She was like, "Are you crying at this show?" And I was like, "No, I'm not crying. What are you talking about?"
I did.
There was some
emotional moments.
There was some very emotional moments.
Are you crying at this show?
Yeah, she does not Star Wars, and it makes me very sad. She loves MCU. She loves Harry Potter, but she's not going to Star Wars. She's not going to do Star Wars. And I'm sitting in a room surrounded by Star Wars paraphernalia that she sees every day when she gets
Doesn't
home.
She understand what this means to you? Can't she feel?
She just doesn't get it.
Can't she feel the love tonight?
Exactly. So let's dive in and maybe like try and go in a little bit of chronological order of what happened in the episode.
What a concept. Fetmatic.
Fet, what's up, buddy? Ryfin, I know you didn't get a chance to rewatch, but I'll give you a hint that the episode kind of starts when we're in a chase scene, a pretty quick like chase scene. You've got a Star Destroyer chasing. Yeah. I mean,
it was like the beginning of episode 4 with the Star Destroyer.
It was hot and heavy.
I loved it. I love that.
I did too. I love
the music.
And this is funny to say, but as I was watching it the second time with subtitles, like I always do, they had explosions as with the sub, and those explosions reminded me so much of the original trilogy because they sounded just the same. Like the sound effect that they were using sounded like
a Ben Burt side effect.
Yeah, it was so awesome. Obi is stressed out. Roken cannot get the motivator to work. We got
to get motivated.
Yet another bad motivator in Star Wars.
They got to get some good mechanics.
They've got.
Why didn't they let Leia go in there and just do her thing?
I know, right? Or just like send Lola in. Lola's the little robot can fix it or whatever. But there were some really good moments on there. Some good character moments. That's what I really liked about this episode, because there was a lot of really good character moments, really between every character. We even had Naja back. Apparently, he's like joined the path or whatever. He's like joined up with these people.
Wait, who was
Naja? Camille Nanjiani's character, Naja.
Oh yeah. So he's part. Yeah,
he's part of the team now. And
is he just trying to make money off the Jedi?
Probably.
No.
Pathway or whatever it is.
No, I mean Obi-Wan, man.
He said
he's like get her back to Alderaan.
And he said, I will do it.
That's putting a lot of faith in somebody who was a shyster a couple episodes ago. I mean, didn't Obi-Wan watch the episode 2 episodes ago? And
he's crooked, but he did good things at the end of the.
He helped Obi-Wan get to a ship to escape.
He did.
Yeah. No, it would have been nice if he'd say, "We'll give you 500 now, 500 later, and no questions asked."
I know that would have been awesome.
That would have been awesome if he'd done.
He's a grifter with heart.
That's not the number amount. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's not the number amount.
So, and no Imperial entanglements.
Ryfin, when it comes to Leia, you really see
Naja,
her.
Not Naja. Thank you.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Mikey.
Yeah, Mikey.
Did I say Naja? Oh, it's Haja. I'm sorry.
Haja.
My bad.
Haja Gugu.
We really see Leia kind of like taking a leadership role in a way and comforting several of the passengers, just trying to like be supportive, and which is pretty. Look, this is character growth for Leia. I like it.
She's a 10-year-old, Mikey.
Dude. In certain
She's a very
circumstances,
emotionally mature 10-year-old.
Yeah, in certain circumstances, people can rise above their age, Dr.
All
Earl.
right.
Come on.
Okay. All right.
I mean, we've seen enough movies that we know.
She really met those milestones at 10 years of age.
I think so. She's seen some things. I mean, I think.
Well, she is force sensitive, so maybe
she's force sensitive.
Her a little bit more maturity.
So I don't know.
Her dad's a senator. Her dad's a senator.
I liked the moments that she was like using Lola, kind of like
sweet.
A comfort animal almost.
Here's Lola.
Here's Lola.
Play with Lola.
And you even hear sort of a foreshadowing to her giving Lola to Obi-Wan, where he's like, "Oh, maybe I need Lola to help me a little bit too."
Greg has a great point. Garrison is just like Leia. He's wise beyond his years.
He's risen above his age.
Apparently, I'm above most 24-year-olds.
That's right.
That's right. That's right. You're way farther along than I was when I was.
Yeah,
24,
you're way past me at this age. So
I'm trying to 24. I don't know what I was doing when I was 24. Definitely nothing good. Princess Ryfin.
Okay. All right. We can chill out.
It's gone too far.
Now it's too far. That's General Ryfin to you.
Yes.
So Ryfin, or actually, I'll ask this of Dr. Earl, just because Dr. Earl has lived with Obi-Wan longer than Ryfin. Not saying that you can't understand Obi-Wan as well as Dr. Earl does, but we've lived with this character.
You need to explain this, Mike,
for much longer.
I've lived with Obi-Wan. I know
the mindset of Obi-Wan right now.
I was living with him, like.
Yeah, exactly. The mindset of Obi-Wan as he's realizing what he has to do. What do you think? What emotions, as a doctor, as a medical professional, what emotions do you think he's going through right now? You know, knowing what he has to do that he's kind of been avoiding the whole series in a way.
He knows he's got to get Leia home.
Mm-hmm.
He knows he's got to stall so that they don't get blasted out of the sky. So he says, "Okay, I'm going to go. It's about me. That's why we're being chased."
Mm-hmm.
So he goes to whatever planet this is. I'm sure they said.
No, they never did, actually.
They never did.
They say.
Barren Waste Planet.
Visual dictionary time.
Yeah, visual dictionary. DK book time.
Yeah.
It's what's up, Ted? Thanks for coming by, man.
Hey, Ted. So, yeah, I mean, man, he's conflicted. Here he is again. He thought, he's feeling the feelings of like, did he let Anakin down in some ways? But Anakin has slaughtered all of the Jedi. Should they have even like engaged this really strong midichlorian? How did they mess this up? But it was to bring balance to the Force. We know that.
That's right. That's right.
And I'm sure there's a bunch of books in between that I don't know anything about.
No, you don't need to know about the books.
I mean, look, he took down.
Look at Ted here.
He's got his fighting style.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Dr. Earl, but look at Ted here. Don't forget to hit that like button. I'm such a bad YouTuber. I never tell people to do that. Don't forget
to ring the notification bell, guys.
Don't forget to mash that bell.
Mash that bell.
Like that button. Whatever.
Anyway, Ted. So yeah, I mean, Obi-Wan, and man, the moment, and I don't know if we want to go there just yet.
No, let's keep going. Just keep going through the episode.
I mean, the moment that when he saw the mask crack and he saw.
Okay, you're going too far.
Yeah,
I'm jumping. You said go there. You said go there. Okay, look, but he goes down. He's ready, and dude, when he hits the stance.
Oh yeah.
Well, hello.
That's good stuff. No, he doesn't say that yet.
Kenobi.
No.
General Grievous shows up.
General Grievous shows up. Dooku shows up.
Dooku.
With his severed head in one hand. We also get, I guess, while all of this is taking place, we get Reva showing up back on Tatooine.
Yes. Looking for Owen.
Yeah, and
look.
Because she put the dots together.
Breaking to Reva on Tatooine.
Yeah, and that's the biggest complaint I've heard is that why do we have all this back and forth?
I know. There were some editing choices.
There were some choices. in terms of how long it took for things to happen in between the two planets. But
right,
yeah.
I was okay with the back and forth in a way. I'm with you, Craig. I was okay with it.
Jacob, I think the timing.
I don't know if I liked it, but I was okay with it. What did Jacob say?
It was as time compressed as the end of Game of Thrones.
Works.
No, it doesn't.
But it's just very.
Look.
It only works because Reva. It only works because Reva doesn't kill Luke.
Well, let me just say that whole plot. Look, it's not that I don't like the Reva character.
Yeah.
But here was my whole thing with this issue. She was stabbed in the gut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't really get
to that?
Huh?
You want to get to that? Because I got a point to make. I've told Mikey about it. So.
Oh, I need to hear this point. I need to be. Look, I don't remember
Earl
things.
goes on, and I'll give my point. Yeah.
I'll do my rant.
Yeah.
First of all the Kenobi Vader stuff was amazing and awesome, and the Leia stuff was fine. My big beef was like, in the midst of them flying away, somehow she gets to Tatooine. What does she do? Light speed skipping? I don't know. Anyway, she gets there super fast. She gets there too fast. First of all, she's on the floor, almost dying after getting stabbed in the gut.
But the hate's keeping her alive, Earl. Remember that.
The hate keeps her alive.
The hate is keeping her alive. Yeah.
Maybe. The revenge, the need for revenge keeps her alive.
I wanted it to look like. I wanted it to be more like she was suffering. Like, remember when Kylo Ren had been injured and he's hitting his side, and I wanted her to have some evidence of.
She does. If you listen, if you have the subtitles, if you have the subtitles on,
groans. No, Michael,
if you have the subtitles on, there's a lot of like.
I speak English. I don't
wheezing. It mentions wheezing and groaning and struggling. There's a lot of mentions of that.
Yeah.
If you have the subtitles on.
Now look, I'm all about. I love a Owen and Beru protecting the homestead.
Yeah, that was cool.
Let's get the guns. Let's do it.
Oh yeah,
I'm all about it.
Of course we had to see how come Owen has that limp. We had to see why Owen has the limp in A New Hope.
Oh yeah,
it's because he fell really far and on that box or whatever. So we get origin story on Owen's limp. It's very important.
Dude, I could do a whole like Tatooine, like the Waltons, where it's Owen, Beru, and Luke, and they're just like hanging out and doing family stuff.
So here's the thing to me with that whole Reva plot on Tatooine.
Yes, Jacob.
Yes,
that's the question.
And while I have to suspend disbelief for timeline stuff, kind of.
Yeah. Just like you did with Game of Thrones.
I think it can work for me.
Yeah, it was a Game of Thrones moment.
I think it can work for me if you tweak the ending a little bit. And my issue with it is, so I told Mikey this, the hate is keeping her alive. By the time she gets to Tatooine, there is no way her wound is healed.
She's got that shawl wrapped around. She's got
no way that wound has healed. Once she gives up
it.
that hate and brings Luke back, I think that would have been a really powerful moment for that character to renounce the hate and to have passed.
But then we can't have a spin-off series
with her and Kenobi. Her and Kenobi in that moment together, while she is dying.
That would have been a good moment.
You're right. You're right.
That probably was the original ending. Probably.
The problem with that is they want this character obviously for future stuff. Probably. I'm sure that.
Back to spray.
Maybe
she stopped by the mod shop or whatever.
Back to spray. I forgot about that.
Back to scarf. Okay.
Back to scarf. It's getting better. It's getting better.
Did she stop by the mod place, wherever that
back
is?
Back to solve.
So I mean,
there you go, Brian. Straight to
for the show. For this finale, I think this finale, if it had gone that route with the ending that I just spoke about, I think I would have the show even higher than I currently have it, and I like it, but I think it could have been better. But we'll get to that later.
Well, Craig, let's not. We don't need to go down this road.
Oh, Craig, no. This show is not as dumb as that movie, and that is saying.
And listen, I had emotional feels for this show.
I did too. Well,
I'll
be honest. Like most of mine was all Obi-Wan and Anakin, Darth Vader related. I mean, some of the writing on this episode was really strong between those two characters. I thought that whole back and forth was really, really good.
Jedi's kiss. Chef's kiss.
Jedi's kiss. Eopi's fart. That's
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, do you think? And I'm totally like stealing this from another show, so this is not an original thought, but I really liked. I can't remember if it was a call in or the hosts just said it, but it was something along the lines of Anakin or more Darth in this case, but Anakin's there a little bit, saying that to Obi-Wan, like audibly saying, Obi-Wan, I killed Anakin Skywalker. He said that to Obi-Wan to let Obi-Wan let go, to help Obi-Wan let go. Do you think that that's a possibility?
Nah. Well, I don't think that's why he said it.
I don't either.
Yeah, I think he's just saying Anakin is completely gone, even though it's
he's
not
just trying
true.
to let him know, look, dude.
Yeah, give up.
Well, no, I mean, he said, like, I killed Anakin Skywalker. I mean,
yeah,
like Darth Vader saying that, you know, as it was going voice modulation back and forth.
Yeah.
He's
why?
a broken. He's a very
do we hope
broken
that that's not why he said it?
No, he's very,
because that would be very poignant.
He's a very broken.
I don't think that would be.
He's a husk.
I don't think that'd be poignant.
I don't think Vader at that point would say it for that reason.
Yeah,
maybe. I don't know. I just think that he obviously knows what Anakin's going through, or I'm sorry, Obi-Wan is going through.
He's trying. No, he wants him to suffer.
You're thinking he's sympathizing too.
I thought that perhaps there was a moment of sympathy in saying that to Obi-Wan, knowing what Obi-Wan is going through, but maybe not. I mean, maybe.
Well,
I don't know.
Let's go through the fight, man. The fight was awesome.
Oh, the fight was pretty awesome.
Which, yeah, I mean, it was just.
And intense. I don't go so deep that I know all the different lightsaber styles and stuff, but apparently there was a lot.
You don't know Form 7 and
no, I don't. I 100% do not.
I don't. No, I watched the guy talking about all the different styles and. Oh man, Obi-Wan's defensive, but then he switched to this style, which was aggressive. And I was like, whoa, there's a lot of.
That's fair, Fetmatic. That's fair. He said it because of his hubris. That's fair. I mean, I'll buy that, I guess. But I don't know. I never believed that Anakin was truly.
I'm with Roth here. He's been fully lost to the dark side. He's like, look, your friend is dead. Don't think you're bringing me back. That's why I think he said it.
I'm an apologist for the thought that Anakin was never really gone. But that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Well, Anakin's not.
He's there.
Anakin is there. Yeah, and in fact, I mean, you know, we see the eye switch back to yellow at one point, but you know,
it goes blue, and then
kind of like in Revenge of the Sith, where the eyes go yellow. But
yeah,
he's struggling.
That's right. Nobody's ever really gone. In Star Wars, apparently, no one's ever.
It does feel like this is kind of the natural conclusion to this series, and we'll get to there may be more, obviously, but because Vader has to ultimately lose again. It almost feels derivative of the ending of Revenge of the Sith. I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun, and I loved seeing Hayden in the mask.
Yes.
It's
basically that Rebels moment almost, but
it is
a little more
opposite side or something.
Yeah,
they said it was the opposite side.
I love the hearing of the difficulty breathing he was having.
And
it was the opposite side, so it was only Luke that could fully unmask him.
Yeah,
right.
Yes, correct.
No, I've heard it said. I've heard it said.
Did you write that, Michael?
No, I've heard. I don't. None of my thoughts are ever original thoughts.
No, it was on. Somebody put a meme up with that.
Yeah.
And the score was absolute. I will say this: they did use a lot of the old music.
In this episode,
I
specifically
totally disagree, Roth.
I don't think the score was terrible. See, Roth's been ranting about the score. I don't think it's terrible.
Episode was really good.
Well, they paid for some themes.
Correct. That's right.
So I will say that I read something, an interview with maybe Natalie Holt, who was the composer of the show. Talking about the fact that Deborah Chow didn't want to use too much of the old themes,
and that's fair. They saved a lot for this episode.
I get it in a sense. I mean, there are moments in Rebels where I kind of rolled my eyes a little bit when they start playing some of the older music.
They use it a lot, yeah.
But at the same time, I mean, the Imperial March absolutely could have been used earlier than than it was in the show.
Right, because we have Vader. Serious Vader.
I feel like there's a happy medium here, but anyway.
Oh, really?
Interesting. I hope not.
Interesting. Well, and here's the thing.
I guess
maybe they didn't go with that ending I was talking about with Reva because it's too derivative of Vader's ending.
Right.
It would almost be a very similar ending.
But see, now you have a problem because we know Reva's not in the episode 4. You know, something has to happen.
There's another Force user that's alive during the original trilogy, or
I mean, she's now good. I mean, is she going to stay on Tatooine and work with Obi-Wan to protect?
No. My thought, if they are going to do something with that character, either it may not be on a television show, but there's going to be a book or a comic or something with that character,
fine.
And that's.
But she needs to die. She'll have to die before episode 4, right?
And she still could. My whole thought is that she's going to. She's gonna just start She's gonna start helping the path or whatever. She's gonna start trying to, interrupt the Inquisitors from finding Jedi.
What about the rebellion?
That's my question. Where would they take? That wouldn't be Kenobi season 2 at that point. I wouldn't think, if they do a season 2.
Yes, whoever MJ is, that's
MJ.
Correct.
Michael Jackson says, Grand Inquisitor and Riva surviving lightsaber when it's just
Michael Jordan.
Come on. I'm with you.
Michael Jordan. Sorry, disrespecting lightsaber weapon in. Well, but we've seen so many instances of lightsabers not like killing people.
Though, well, that's a good question though. It spits on Qui-Gon's grave because there was this death that occurred, and then. Did you really think you got rid of me? Or however
I would say that I would say first though that Darth Maul surviving spits on Qui-Gon's grave way before this does.
That's magic mumbo jumbo, but
and so it's all Sith magic and
Darth
like
Night Sisters magic.
I mean, I agree with I understand that people are frustrated, and MJ's fine by saying. I mean, there's certainly people that feel that way. That the lightsaber thing. I don't know. I wouldn't go as far as disrespecting Qui-Gon or whatever, but I don't know. I mean, the whole like surviving a lightsaber thing. We've seen it. I mean,
speaking of which, we had Qui-Gon.
What took you so long? What took you so long?
Well, hello there.
No, stop saying that. There was one moment in this show.
And when did he say it? Who did he say it to?
To Luke.
Luke,
of course.
And Luke, good. My dad says you're the crazy old man.
No.
Luke
certainly felt like he was more of a kid than obviously different upbringings. You've got Leia supposed to be like a princess, so
10 going on 30.
Yeah, exactly. 10 going on 30. Exactly. I think ultimately, I mean, if we can put a bow on the Reva conversation, I guess, because that's a character that obviously is very, polarizing to some, that I think ultimately, I'll say this, I really liked Moses Ingram in the end.
I liked her.
I was kind of not buying it at the beginning, but I think she's fantastic at the end. There's some great moments that her character has towards the end of the series. And I would not be upset. I would not be upset if there was a spin-off series with her in it. Now I wouldn't want just a Reva series, but I wouldn't mind seeing that actress portray the role again. I think that it's good, especially since we've seen a bit of a character arc. I mean, really, we've seen this character from a child and what she went through as a young
fast. It was a little speedy. It was a little. Look, Moses Ingram she does a great job. She really does. But I think the whole thing with her whole arc was just too fast. And too. I think I would have liked to have seen her move to the good side. Like if you had you knew you're going to have 2 seasons.
Are we going to pull a Rifen in regards to Catwoman and say that the series could have been fine without the character altogether?
Wait.
Well,
that's still true of the Batman, by the way. I will go down on that.
He's good in Macbeth. I think there's some like there. So she is.
This is a good point. Craig's making a good point. Her arc's not complete. We haven't seen the complete arc yet.
That's fair. That's a good point. But
okay, Jacob.
But she's already killed all of these Jedi, huh?
Sorry, Jacob. But the problem is you have to have the primary villain just cannot be Vader, because you cannot have Vader there hunting down Kenobi, because
devil's advocate, they could have just used the Grand Inquisitor.
Vader cannot know that Kenobi's on Tatooine and why he's on Tatooine. So someone else has to be there to fill in that role if you're going to pull Kenobi off Tatooine and have a fight. And anyway.
They could have just used the Grand Inquisitor, or the fifth brother, or the third sister, or fourth sister.
Yeah. But it can't be. Yeah.
They didn't necessarily. I'm saying that.
You can't use some of those brothers and sisters because some of them are in later things as well.
Later things.
Yeah.
I'm saying that the series was made better because of Reva. Because we get to see a youngling and what she's gone through, like surviving that traumatic of an incident and seeking and infiltrating, because this is what ultimately she did successfully. She infiltrated the Inquisitors, and because
she ended up becoming the thing she hates, because she killed.
Sometimes
she chopped off people's hands. She let a guy get hung.
She had to do what she had to do.
No, Michael, she's killed.
Yeah, look,
I almost wish she was a little less evil as she was portrayed in the beginning.
It would have been really cool if you kind of like saw her saving people in a way that was like really sneaky and covert.
Yes.
And you kind of were like nervous for her because her cover was about to be blown.
That person's hand that she cut off, guess what, Earl? They have another hand.
Mikey.
And we're in a mod culture. All they have to do is go down to the road to the mod shop and get a new hand.
No.
Well, that's fair. Just get in the back.
All they have to do is afford to buy a robot hand, Mikey.
Who did we see her kill, by the way?
She could be a very poor woman. Did we
ever actually see her kill anybody? I'm just asking, because I don't remember if we did.
No,
so I'm asking legitimately. I don't think we ever saw her kill anyone in the series.
She terrorized a little girl. She tried to.
Who
was going to torture a 10-year-old girl.
She didn't. It was all part of the plan. She had to get close to Vader. This was all. She didn't she didn't kill Jedi Safdie.
Or we don't know that.
We don't know who killed. Fett. Amen. Fett knows. I don't think we ever actually saw her. You guys are just conflating that because that's what you want the character. Reva, did we actually see anybody kill? Did Reva kill anyone on screen? I don't think she did.
No, she got very close to killing Safdie though, until Grand Inquisitor stopped her saber.
Yeah, right, because it was cutting into his arm.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So I think you guys are just conflating. You're like just conflating
you
what
guys,
you want.
I don't want you.
Earl's conflating what he wanted the character to be, which was more evil than she really was.
I think
we all have to be more undercover, and I wanted it to be a smarter.
She had infiltrated.
But here's the thing, Mikey. We all have what we want characters to be, always. in every story, in every medium. I always have complaints about something that a character does.
That's fair. You know, I don't know. I'm first of all, we haven't seen.
Ted. Correct.
I'm not even saying I dislike the character or dislike the show. I gave it a 7 out of 10 on Letterboxd. I find that to be a good rating.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I just thought her character arc was it was sped up at points.
I think you're going to say not complete, right? Her character arc's not complete because we're going to have more from her later. So her character arc's actually not complete.
We don't know.
I don't think Lucasfilm
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that.
No, I don't think Lucasfilm knows. I feel like they're very dysfunctional inside. I'm sorry,
dude. They're just
at the very least, she'll be in a novel or a comic. Even if she's not on.
And maybe we could get I would love to know her backstory. Like where how did she get into this? Did she come up through the Empire ranks? Did Vader's hand select her to be? I mean, how do you become an Inquisitor?
She's Vader's hand. She's Mara Jade.
Well, and I'll tell you what it would have been awesome is if like Thanos did with what's the green one who I'm just blanking on in Endgame or Infinity War.
Oh yeah. The
Gamora?
kid Gamora, yeah.
Gamora. Remember he selected her to be his daughter. And he raised her to be an assassin. Now, if he had killed all the younglings and then said, I see something in you, you're going to be my I sense something that I want to develop in you or something. You got spunk, kid. I'm going to make you an Inquisitor.
Well, I mean, that is part of what they were doing with younglings. The ones that they didn't kill, they were probably trying to turn to the dark side and make them all Inquisitors. I mean, so she's probably been part of it for a while, I would think.
Here's what I think.
That'd be a good backstory to explore.
Here's what I think has caused most of the issues. And I'll just, I know there was an interview with the original screenwriter of the film that has come out recently because this was originally going to be a film and it was apparently going to be a trilogy. And this was the first part of the trilogy. That tells me, this is what the screenwriter said, that tells me that since this was basically the first movie, this is a first movie that's been stretched out at this point.
Okay.
And I think they didn't stretch it out well in certain aspects, and they did in other aspects. I think there's some really good character dynamics and character relationships put on screen in the show. I know a lot of people liked Obi-Wan and Leia. Obi-Wan and Luke has also been a big part of the show that a lot of people like. Not Luke.
Yeah, I was going to say yeah, Obi-Wan and Anakin. Yeah, because there was some good flashback stuff, and
So I think there are things that they did well in the show format, but I almost wish I want to see what that movie looked like. You know what I'm saying? Like,
a
movie down version of this show. Yeah,
the movie would have been awesome.
Yeah,
an Obi-Wan trilogy. I would have.
Yeah,
I'd be all about that.
And maybe we'll get 3 seasons.
Yeah. Wait, what? Coach is saying that she did kill somebody. Killed the pilot at the end of the tunnel when she took the.
Yeah,
that's right. That's right.
Through that poor guy that we didn't get attached to at all.
Yeah, I would say this about that
Wade.
pilot. I would say this about Wade. There's always another Wade, so it's okay
Michael,
that Wade dies.
Is it just an expendable?
It's okay that Wade.
Why are you
dies.
excusing everything?
Collateral damage for Michael. It's like there's going to be some collateral damage.
Shut up, Roth. I don't think she intentionally killed him. She just, it was just an accident. It was just, he was collateral damage from, I can't even remember.
Yeah, right, Jacob. Not Wade. That's another one she killed.
Oh, wait.
There's a guy at the
He's talking about the other pilot.
Yeah,
that's 2 deaths now, Mikey.
Yeah, we're up to 2 deaths and a hand. There's a hand gone.
My bad. I did disrespect Wade. I'm sorry. Also, Wade is the least Star Wars named character ever, by the way. Wade. I mean, come on, Wade.
It's probably the actor's name. No, I don't. Actually, Wade sounds like a pilot in Star Wars. I'll say that. Yeah.
But you spell it different.
It's like a last name.
I mean, I guess if Wedge can be a pilot,
W-A-I-D is how I would spell it.
Wade's death is not in vain.
That's right. Wade's death is not in
vain.
Wade's death is just making Sully that more hard for the next battle. Because now they are part of the fight. They're not just, anyways, whatever. But
is this our pivot to the second show?
I'm trying to think if there. No, I mean, gosh, there was. We got to mention Qui-Gon coming back.
Yes, Qui-Gon coming back.
Yeah. As cheesy as that moment was, it was a pretty big moment.
It gave you tears, didn't it?
Cheesy?
No, I did not. No, I felt zero emotion in that moment.
Really?
Yeah, because Liam Neeson has almost become a caricature of himself.
See, you watch all the Liam Neeson movies.
And
I don't watch.
Hard
to me, it's like this old guy coming back. It's
hard to take Liam Neeson seriously.
Well, I know that. Yeah, because
just stop watching the garbage, Mikey. You'll be so much happier.
Liam Neeson. I just can't.
It was Liam Neeson doing Liam Neeson.
I know. It just didn't even feel
great.
Like. It didn't feel like Qui-Gon. Oh, we're missing a huge thing. Speaking of somebody making an appearance, the Emperor.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and he's
honestly, when he made an appearance, I was like, oh, cool, the Emperor, and then I saw people talking about 2 cameos, and I was like, huh?
It just.
Yeah.
So the end felt very rushed. Like those last 2 scenes felt kind of like rushed, where they felt like they had to check the Emperor box and check the Qui-Gon box, and so it was. I don't know.
I thought it was all right.
I don't know.
It was the signal that Vader is stopping going after Kenobi. And
wait, what? Oh Come on, Craig.
Aslan,
it was very Aslan-like. You know, he's the voice of Aslan, Michael.
Oh, I know. I do know that, but that's a way bigger character than Qui-Gon. I don't know.
Whoa, Mikey. Know. Whoa.
Michael, you just upset a lot of people.
Yeah, you upset me.
That's not.
Do we really have that much love for Qui-Gon?
Like, yeah,
we're obsessed.
I don't.
Yes.
I don't.
He's great. He was great in the
prequels. Movie. I just never.
He was good in the prequels, but I don't
even like Phantom Menace, Earl, and I
don't know this particular moment.
He's a good character.
You just weren't ready to see me yet. You
okay,
you
Craig.
Feel something on. You just weren't ready to see me yet.
I'm gonna take it back. Okay, Craig. I see what you're saying.
I mean, if you didn't feel anything, don't lie.
Yeah,
you know.
I don't know. That moment just felt weird to me, and really the Emperor moment felt kind of weird to me as well, because it just didn't feel very Emperor-like. It did, like he was like, "Oh, you haven't your feelings hurt, Darth Vader." I mean, it just didn't feel very Emperor-like to me.
You're back.
I think you're very distracted.
I see. This is where I diverge. Those two scenes were fine to me.
Okay.
But,
yeah, I thought they were fine. I like the scene on Alderaan with Leia and her getting her outfit back on, and she's got the little holster, and I mean,
she's got her mom's holster, which
I didn't care about that scene.
Oh man, that got me. I love me some Padme, so that got me. That was a pretty cool. And
she died of a broken heart. Garrett.
That's right. Him explaining.
Come on, man. Have a little.
Yeah.
And him explaining the traits that she has of her mother and her father before he became Darth.
Robot
chicken for his bed.
That's probably true.
That's pretty funny. Or even Lego Emperor. Lego Emperor is pretty good too. I love the Lego Emperor.
I do like that Ian McDermott is up to just do whatever.
What else is he gonna do?
Yeah, exactly. I think episode 5 and 6 completely saved the series. I mean, I think that leading up to that, it was a rocky road.
It made us understand where they're going.
I think Andrew Stanton really helped this series. I'll just say
man.
that.
Yeah. Man. And I don't know. Wait, what?
Don't let people click on Sean's profile, Mikey. Don't let them watch Pez Wars.
Lego great. Oh, I see what he's trying. But anyways, I don't know. Without episode 5 or part 5 and 6 of this,
Sean.
What's up, Sean? Sean's never been here before, so it's fun to see him here. I think it's fun. I think those
don't watch Pez Wars, guys.
It was a
don't
fun
click on
episode.
Sean's profile and watch Pez
Wars. Pez Wars greater than Lego Wars. We'll say that. Lego Star Wars. Yeah, I'm just kidding.
And then Thumb Wars.
Thumb Wars. All right, so
Deucecast Extra, guys.
Okay. Any final thoughts on Obi-Wan Kenobi as a series? Do you want more?
So they say that there is a trilogy that they were planning out. So
sure.
My original mindset for this was I don't want another season because they originally planned this as a miniseries. But if there actually was a plan for a trilogy, I would rather see the movie trilogy because that was the plan. But I would like to I'd like to know what those story ideas were. But I would, because of that, I would be okay with seeing more. But there's a lot of, again, it's going to be a lot of treading around stuff that we can't touch, and it's
well,
really,
if they do more, I think
you can't do more Vader.
They can't do more Vader.
That was a final resolution.
Well, I think you could do Grand Inquisitor, right? Because
you could.
Where does he? I was trying to remember. Like he have an issue? Like I just don't remember his arc. I know he's in Rebels, but I can't remember.
He like lets go of a ledge and dies.
Yeah,
it's a pretty pathetic death.
Yeah, thanks for ruining Rebels for all our. Hey guys, I'm just kidding.
I think if they do a part 2, and then as I'm even like thinking about this, I'm like, what's the point in doing it? but they would just need to stay on Tatooine completely.
Yes,
and so really, why bother? Why bother?
I know.
I mean, at this
what
point,
if Haja comes and says, "We need your help on Coruscant"?
See, they can't keep doing that. They've played that card already.
What if Haja says we need your help on Tatooine? Then I'll be like, okay.
It would have to be a really good story.
Tatooine, aren't we?
I mean, I don't know.
We need your help here.
Yeah. It would have to be a really, really good, like worthwhile story to tell.
Yes.
To bring Ewan McGregor
there will
back.
Probably be a lot of new characters to have to introduce.
Right.
Quinlan Voss needs his help. Roden needs his help. We got
Biggs. Biggs could show up. We could get some Biggs,
like young Biggs, like a teenager.
Yeah, like teenage Biggs. We could get Cammy and Fixer.
That's fair.
We'll
have a Cammy
Fixer hanging out.
We don't.
We don't need more Cammy and Fixer.
We don't need a deleted scene, guys. Come on.
Deke and Wendy. We got Deke and Wendy.
That's way.
You know what? I want Dexter. I want Dexter in season 2. I want Dexter.
Oh, we could get a Dexter Jetster.
Yeah, he starts his diner on Tatooine and he gets so big.
He's spinning it off.
Then he spins it off onto Coruscant. Yeah.
And that's where Kenobi frequents.
There was a lot of Dexter Jetster in this book that I just read Brotherhood, and there was a lot of Dexter Jetster, and I loved it.
Look, come on. Kenobi awesome. Season 2. Let's go.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, so let's move on then. Thus endeth the Obi-Wan Kenobi series.
Oh, this isn't our viewership.
What do we have next? We've got Andor next, right?
Andor's going to be great.
Or is there an animated show in between?
There's a lot of buzz about Andor.
There's the summer vacation Lego special, but
we're not going to.
I think it's Andor.
Unless there's a lull and we have to do an episode.
Maybe Mikey and I will do it ourselves.
I just want to make you come back for that, Dr. Earl.
Tales of Tashi Station. Yes, I would watch that.
Yeah. Okay.
And they can hang out with the mod group.
So
that'd be cool.
Let's move on then to Miss Marvel, episode 3, which is called Destined, for a very good reason.
I'm trying to work on my Indian dancing moves.
Bollywood dancing.
Bollywood dancing.
The episode, to me, in general, like generalizations, I'm like, okay, I'm glad that we're moving forward the story, but it was still kind of.
We have villains.
Yes,
we have villains.
Not four-letter villains, but not the 4-letter people.
Not the 4-letter villain. The other villain.
Yeah,
the clandestine.
Yeah, the clandestine. If it's following the Obi-Wan Kenobi arc, the episodes
next
will
week
start.
Is gonna suck. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, episode 4 will not be good, but 5 and 6 will be awesome. No, I'm just kidding.
Look, Jacob watched it last night. I watched it again today.
Yeah,
because I wanted to connect a little more. What do you think, Michael?
I think and I also did watch it as well.
You seem kind of cool on it, but I'm
this
enjoying
particular episode. I was cool on, but I liked that we introduced these villains. I think that you need villains, obviously, in any Marvel show. You can't make a Marvel show without villains. So I'm glad that we have some villains. I'm glad that we got a flashback to 1942, the partition, and the finding of
the evil British are coming.
Finding of the Kree. The blue-skinned
hand.
Yes.
That could be Hindu. Some of the Hindu things had blue skin too, but
yeah. I mean,
maybe they're the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, and there's a talk about these bands.
Yeah, and there's a talk about a second one somewhere.
The male Captain Marvel wore.
Yeah, are you talking about Naga bands or whatever?
Nega bands
for the
Negaverse or whatever. So they're saying these may be Kree bands. Which would make sense because that would explain why her power would be Captain Marvel-esque, right?
Yeah, and they're Kree things as well.
Kree things, yes.
Yeah, they're like
that,
Kree.
This is see.
So
I'm liking it already.
Help elevate you.
Yeah, because I don't know all the history of all the Marvel comic stuff.
So I really like the fact that they were like, "Oh, help us get back to our homeland," and she was like, all like, "Oh."
Highlight Jacob's comment.
Oh yeah. He's getting used to some of it. Yeah.
No, they're doing it less.
Either I'm getting more used to.
They're doing it less.
Oh, they are certainly
it's not as much as the first episode. The first episode was like the peak of that, and they've kind of done it less.
But you know what they did do this episode that I absolutely hate?
What
is the normal text?
It was a little different, right? It was a little
normal text on screen when you're talking.
You gotta
let that go.
You gotta release the hate, Mikey. Come on,
release that. I hate that so much.
Good, feel the hate.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it could be connected to the 10 Rings.
There's been a lot of fan speculation on that. Yeah,
you see the 10 Rings when they look down. There's a downward shot in 1942 when they're in that temple.
Okay,
there's 10 rings on the floor. So go back and watch.
The 10 Rings logo is actually on the floor.
Yes.
Holy cow!
Yeah,
we got some Easter eggs for you, Michael.
Hey, I'm loving this. I'm loving it. That's good stuff. Because
connect it to a really good movie. All right, let's go.
Yeah, they connected it to a good movie. There was a mention of Carol Danvers in this episode, just to get people excited when you hear Carol Danvers' name mentioned.
Remember, she's a huge fan of Carol.
I know.
That's her big thing.
So she's probably going to be mentioned every episode.
Yeah, exactly. This is true.
And she'll eventually show up.
Yes,
oh yeah,
in probably episode 6.
I would love Wong to show up also.
So Wong will be in She-Hulk. Disney announced that.
Oh, wow.
Yes, yeah,
I feel
you're
like
right.
We got to give him a property to take off, guys. Come on.
Yeah, they did. They did.
He's in
yeah.
everything else.
He's in everything else. They did announce that though. I forgot they did. So yeah, the whole jinn culture, like, is part of the I guess the Pakistani culture, or the Muslim culture, and the genies and the jinns and all that stuff. I thought it was kind of interesting, but really they're just what are they? Clandestines is basically what they really are.
Well, that's what they call themselves. They're from another dimension.
Yeah.
And there is a whole comic book about the clandestines, and they're not like the characters you see necessarily. But there are jinns. So and I'm not sure they're telling her the right thing either. They're saying that she's also a jinn. I'm not sure about that.
Oh,
they're just
interesting thought.
She was telling Bruno, I'm a jinn, and she was kind of freaked out by that.
So you think
Bruno goes in panic?
Yeah, intentionally lying to her, basically.
Yeah, that could be. Ted, I love you, but I'm going to disagree, because the 10 Rings in Shang-Chi are actually based on Kung Fu rings, I believe. And those go around the arms looking like bracelets too. So.
Oh, okay. Interesting. What is a clan? This is a good question. It's not whatever those things were in Eternals. What were those called in Eternals? Something similar to clandestine, weren't they?
Deviants?
The Deviants.
No, what's the other ones? The
Celestials?
Celestials. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Well, clandestine is a descriptive word. It's not.
I think we're gonna see Celestials in Thor.
Oh no, I thought she was calling herself a clandestine. She wasn't saying we're clandestine.
They're calling themselves. No, they're calling themselves
the group
clandestine. That's the name of the group.
Yeah.
But the word clandestine obviously means secret organization.
I'm pretty sure the group name in the comics is 2 words.
Yeah,
clandestine. Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Maybe. I don't know if it's worth.
That's not how it. When I was watching it with subtitles, that is not how it was portrayed on screen. It was just the word clandestine.
Interesting.
Yeah. It was not portrayed in 2 different words. Clandestine. It was the
comics. In the comics, the front cover of the comic has a capital C and a capital D, but the word is together.
Yeah, it's clandestine is one word. Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
It's actually, there you go, Jacob. One word, clandestine.
Jeez.
So great performances this time from the parents.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great speeches, I thought. Well, first of all, I love the dad when he's like, Bruno, can you keep a secret? And Bruno's at the store and he's like, I love these little pies. Like, I just like that. I don't know why. I just love this dad. Like, he's
great.
Yeah.
I
love these little pies,
Mr.
And then,
Cullen.
Yeah. But then he had a good speech with his son about marriage and life and what it means to, to go away from fear towards love. I mean, this is hitting me in all the feels, because it's like they're doing a lot with those pies. Are very good. Yes. It made me actually want one. And then he read the thing in Urdu. So I watched it tonight about the jinn to Bruno. And it got Bruno's head spinning or thinking a little bit, because he's like, are these people really good for Kamala or bad?
Right.
And then
there was of course Bruno mentioned, I think I read that in a book by Dr. Eric Selvig.
Yeah, we got a little
there was
about
dimensional
travel or something.
Yeah, the multidimensional stuff. I mean, there's a lot of. So what's this whole train thing? That I'm thinking that is a cultural thing that I'm not aware of.
What train?
Oh, so remember when
the train that she saw.
Yeah, that she saw, that also her grandmother saw.
What was the name on it? It was where they lived, and then the grandmother was like, "You must come to wherever it was."
I can't remember.
I would imagine Pakistan.
Yeah, but she said like the city name or something, I can't remember exactly.
I haven't seen it since Wednesday.
Yeah,
well, I just saw it, and that's sad that I've already forgotten. But it's a
started with a K, I think. I don't know, but whatever.
Yeah, it's not Kashmir.
No, it's not. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. But it is interesting that the grandmother said,
somebody in the chat will know. Guys,
it really did say that it was interesting that the grandmother said she saw the train as well. So that leads me to believe that it has nothing to do with this band, that the family does have some power.
Well, they're supposed to be Gen 2.
It could be that the band helps them tap into the power more, or in a more controlled way. You know what I'm saying? Like the grandma has the power. Maybe it skipped a generation as well, and the mom doesn't. I
think the mom is hiding quite a bit. I think the mom knows more than she's letting on.
Mom is hiding information, but I don't think mom has powers.
You don't think she had any of the powers?
No.
But she's a Gen also.
I don't think Kamala's a
Gen. In a sense.
I think they're lying to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
They don't seem very trustworthy. I did like the caricatures of those. I liked the guy with the headphones on. They were trying to be like,
I like the guy with the whip. He had some pretty good moves.
They were trying to be like happy-go-lucky or whatever, but they're really all evil, very, very evil. I'm not understanding like how the son came into play. All that's very confusing to me.
It's very almost Edward from Twilight seeming.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I don't like that he's trying to be good. I would rather him.
Well, no, I don't like how he came in. Yeah, the age. I don't like how he came into existence. Like, can a Gen have a kid? I mean, I don't like. It's very strange. Like all of that was very strange to me. I was not understanding exactly what was going on with all of that, but whatever.
He is actually 17, though. He does say that. So.
Yeah, no, they say that he's actually 17, so he is either actually the main Gen's son, or he's just part of this group for some reason. I don't know.
He's a 17-year-old Gen.
He had
Karachi. So this train said Karachi.
Karachi, yeah,
Pakistan, which is a city. So,
the mom. Wait, what? The mom seems like she's on drugs and how she talks.
No, she's very deliberate, and that's
very deliberate. Yeah,
I think that's just kind of that culture.
I think yeah.
Very like
No, it's everything's important. Everything she says is important, so she's
deliberate, and it's not her first language either, so she's taking
that's very true.
This is true.
And I liked her little speech about America and how it was a struggle, but they found their family and they found their people.
So damage control,
lots at the masjid, the mosque.
Yeah, damage control trying to get into the mosque.
Walk in with their shoes. I mean, dude, take your shoes off.
How dare they? That's like too much.
That's rule number one.
But also, did you see those weapons at the end that they had that took care of those Gens?
Oh yeah,
easily.
Yeah, they just shot these little.
I don't know, were those like stun rays or something? That
Sonic or something? I don't know.
Yeah, it was pretty cool looking, but I thought
it was killers.
I thought it was interesting that they were able to take down the Gens so easily and arrest them. It's like, are the Gens just and then
never noticed Bruno or Kamala.
Well, right. I mean, I wasn't really concerned about that part. I was just, yeah. Yeah. You're right, Ted. It's probably Stark Tech.
It did look like Star Trek.
Were funded by Stark, so that would make sense.
Yeah. That makes sense. But they also, it could be Kree technology too.
I'd love it if it were Hammer technology. That'd be great.
Oh yeah. He's coming back.
He's got to. Come on. We need Sam Rockwell back in the episode.
We need some Hammer.
Look, we're not talking about Wade anymore.
Yes, exactly. He's disrespecting Wade.
I'm disrespecting Wade.
Hey, congratulations to Nakia for winning in the masjid.
I don't know how realistic that is.
That's not realistic at all.
How did she get the dad's? Again, you're not convincing me that the dad was going to vote against his best friend.
That would really happen, but it's okay. It's okay. Yeah.
For the sake of this show, we'll say it happened.
Well, for the sake of the show, we'll say it happened.
And her friend found out that
she finds out. Yep, she finds out that she has powers.
Yep, which is it's going to be those "you betrayed me because you kept the secret from me" kind of things.
Moment of silence for Wade. Or science? Moment of
this
science.
Is a Star Wars free zone, guys. Come on.
So, what did we think about her fight? Her fighting was pretty. I mean, I like some of that scene. I like that her fist came out.
I mean, that was pretty much her comic book, except she doesn't actually stretch. So yeah.
Yeah, I liked that some of the powers were at least.
It's basically, and I've been saying this since the trailer came out. It's basically just Green Lantern, but with a band instead of a ring.
Well,
and no, she doesn't have to charge it, I guess. So,
in darkest day and blackest night.
Yeah, she doesn't have a chant either. Correct? Yeah, no evil shall escape my sight.
That's right.
She's still getting used to her powers. You can tell, though.
Oh,
I mean, she's not really like.
But we got some fighting this time. I mean, she had to take
a lot of it. Like a lot of it appears that it's still just like luck that her power is like
her power is protecting her.
It's like it's protecting her in a way, especially like when she got hit that first time and flew through the door. You could tell that she had that shield on her.
She still doesn't know how to control her powers enough to use it to fight. Maybe
right.
But the hand did show up.
Yes.
Here's a Kamala hand.
It did.
And it swiped across them.
Yeah, it did.
So I like to see that. I like to see some nod to the actual.
And I think they made it more cosmic in terms of her powers because she's going to be in the Marvels as well, and that'll pair up better.
Craig.
No, I am, Craig. Look, I totally am. I am. I'm cutting her some slack. I buy it. I'm glad that she has the powers in place to protect her.
Whoa. Oh, I just got whiplash from Jacob's comment.
Wow. Hey, Jacob, if Fast and the Furious movies were a mosque, I would go put mud on my shoes and go stomping around. No, I'm just kidding.
I have had fun with Fast and Furious movies, but let's back off. Good.
This is the first positive. This is the first positive comment Roth has said all night about anything, that he thought the fighting stuff was really well done.
That's true.
I don't buy that the 17-year-old is not a Jin though, because he looked like he had some fighting skills.
Maybe he's playing a game too. That would be great if he turns
like
on.
I think he just likes Kamala. But
I still don't buy that. You would like Talia or whatever her name is. You wouldn't like.
I'm pulling
Nakia,
I'm pulling for Brian. As he
Talia,
like
Talia al Ghul.
Yeah.
No, I meant Nakia. Look,
different universe here.
I'm just saying Nakia's. I don't know. I think Nakia's the choice over Kamala, but that's just my personal opinion.
I agree, Jacob. Thank you.
But
that's funny that Jacob's liking Ms. Marvel more after the pilot, because I think I've liked every episode less. I really enjoyed the pilot. I was like, wow,
the pilot was great. It really was good. And then it's kind of leveled, but I mean, I still enjoy it. I think this had some really good acting, though. There's some really good acting.
No, there was. There's a lot of good family dynamic.
The cast they've assembled is
but
pretty solid.
I think that from this point on, we're going to see way less of the family, because things really have to start picking up as far as what our actual plot of the series is.
I think they're about to go to Karachi.
They're going to go to. That's what I'm saying.
Which is very family oriented.
Yeah, so I think the whole family will go.
Oh, you think the whole family's? She's going to have to.
I mean, they're not going to let a 16-year-old girl go. They'll go see their grandmother.
Look, I need to see more of the brother. I enjoy the brother a lot. The show
needs more weight.
The brother is one of my favorite characters in that show.
Yeah, I like the brother.
I do like the brother a lot. He's pretty cool. I like Bruno quite a bit also. I think Bruno's one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, Bruno's
going to be a fun tech character.
He'll be fun. It'll be fun when he goes to Karachi with them for no apparent reason. It'll be like a John Hughes movie. Everybody just goes for nobody would really go, but everybody just goes anyways.
I like how he shows up. She shows up. She starts talking about what's his name, the other guy, the 17-year-old Kamran, and he's like, I'm going to Caltech. He's just like, he tells her, hey, listen, I'm going to Caltech.
And I like how Bruno tries to be the protector of Kamala whenever Cameron shows up. He's like, I think you just need to leave. I think you just need to get out of here. And that's a totally against hit type for him to be like that. But I
he's got it bad.
He's smitten. He's smitten with Kamala. Yeah, it is what it is. I'm sorry to hear that, Jacob. Maybe you should pay better attention to the characters.
Maybe you should watch it with the subtitles on, Jacob.
That's right. That's the only way I know their names is I've watched it with the subtitles on. But anyways.
Then you would know there's Muniba, Nakia, Auntie Ruby.
Oh yeah, this is funny. Yeah, Brian, it's great. I swear he gets my name wrong on purpose. Yes, that is always good stuff when he said when all that stuff. Well, so
what happened at the very end? It's just the thing with her grandmother. I guess.
The thing with the grandmother.
Yes.
And we're gonna go to Karachi.
And Kamran was arrested. So
when do you think? Right, and you probably know the answer, Ryfin. So I guess no spoilers. But when do you think?
I don't know that.
When do you think the 4-letter villain is showing up?
I have no idea.
That's second season.
There's not a second season.
They're on set. Like you could see their jackets, and the weird thing is, I would have thought they would have been
the 4-letter group, the damage control group.
That's the thing. I would have thought they would have been the department.
Department of Damage Control.
But the 4. See, I'm trying not to say it because I don't want to.
Don't say it. Don't spoil it.
Don't say it. We'll wait till it shows up, and we'll figure out.
Yeah,
if your source was correct.
Yeah. What? There's set photos.
All right.
That's my source.
Look, you're forcing me to do this. I don't like to do it. Scoop.
The only photos I've seen are of this group. I think it's a government agency because it's a ...
Well, we just had the something DOM,
and her official costume is out there because they had a crowd of people around her.
I'm ready for her official costume.
The 4-letter villain is Morbius. That's not right. It's too many letters. Sorry.
That's too many. No.
No. Yeah, so I'm liking the series. I thought this was sort of a slower episode, even though a lot happened, but it just felt like part of the episode was very family oriented.
It was very Monsoon Wedding.
Yes.
If you've ever seen that movie.
Yes.
It's like half Monsoon Wedding, half superhero show.
He figured it out.
Wade, 4 letters.
Wait. More BS. Oh, it's Earl. Yeah, I'm showing.
Yeah.
Extraterrestrial aliens.
One of those letters is the first letter. Not Earl. Not Earl. I'm saying of those 4
of
things.
Those 4, let's see.
Shield? No.
No.
Shield's 5 letters.
Mordok.
Ooh. Morbok. Modok. That's 5 letters.
Modok, or what's that character's name?
Modok.
Let's just stop this.
Yeah, we're done. We will be back next week.
Oh,
we're not going to be talking about Obi-Wan, but we will be back to talk about episode 4.
You guys are just going to have to. We're going to talk more about Miss Marvel. I'm going to love it.
Probably not going to be that long of an episode, but we'll see.
That's okay, Michael. It's okay.
We might be able to. No, I'm talking about our episode. We might be able to stretch.
No, that's okay. That's all right. We'll give the people what they want.
Give the people what they want.
They'll be happy.
Yeah. So, anyways,
more Miss Marvel.
YouTube. Oh, as always, I've got huge shout out to the chat. The chat makes this way more fun than it probably would be without the chat. But I enjoy talking about these shows and having you guys join us to talk about these shows. Ryfin, where can people find you on the interwebs?
You can find me on Twitter at gryfun3, or that's GRYFUN. That's also my Instagram handle. You can find me on Letterboxd at gryfun. I will probably be watching a movie soon. I just got done with a big project. I thought I didn't have a big project this weekend, 2 weekends in a row. I apparently did. That's now been delayed. So yes, I will watch a movie at some point soon. And you can find me in the Deucecast Discord. Look, Craig, I already know what it's going to be. My Lucky Stars. It's a Jackie Chan film. Don't worry about it.
Jackie Chan. I like it. No, I'm in. That's good.
And that's it. Yeah, Deucecast Discord. I'm not on the Deucecast this week. I was sent a link. I get sent links quite often, and I do not
answer those.
David,
do not answer them until we tell you.
David,
I don't answer them.
That's a good thing.
Curse.
One of these weeks we may also talk some Thor. Along with Miss
what does it come out? July 7th?
July 7th is the Thursday, I think.
Is the Thursday. So be prepared, I guess, for our episode
Love
that
and
comes
Thunder.
out the 12th, that will be talking about the penultimate episode of Miss Marvel, as well as some Thor. So that'll be a good episode. So that'll be fun.
Thor, Love and Thunder.
Thor, Love and Thunder. So yeah,
it's supposed to be really good. I'm just getting good buzz.
I'm a little burned out on Taika, but I'll have to not be. I'll have to not be.
I mean, you're just going to have to accept
that. I'll have to leave that at the door as I walk into the theater, because it's going to be very Taika heavy.
Big panel for talk. We might let some other folks.
This is a good point.
I'm still
good point.
Wondering, because obviously Taika does the comedy movies, but the whole Jane storyline comes from a cancer storyline in the comic books, and that is also a very serious and emotional thing.
He's got to take that serious. Well, thanks for spoiling it again. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, Jojo Rabbit, I think, did a good job of towing the line between serious and comedy. So I think Taika can do it.
No, he certainly can do serious stuff, and I know he has that capability, and so I'm sure we'll see some of that. There's going to be some Thor's.
I think it's going to be more. What I'm trying to say is, I think it's going to be more serious than Ragnarok was.
Oh
it's
yeah,
going to be more heartfelt.
I think so too.
We're going to see some true.
Not that it's going to be serious overall, but more.
Right. No, I don't know. I think we could see some serious Thor moments.
Yes,
I think Thor has moments
of
serious.
Jane Foster.
Then you're going to be laughing 5 seconds later.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're good here. We're all done. You can find me on the Deucecast Discord. That's really all I want to plug is the Deucecast Discord. Earl,
where can you find me? On the Deucecast Discord.
On the Deucecast Discord. Sometimes
hanging out in the pretentious corner.
Very rarely hanging out in his own pretentious corner.
It's been a while since I've seen any pretentiousness. So
you need to work on that, Dr. Earl.
I know.
Definitely need to work that. Wait, what is it? Whoa! I missed this.
Too much travel.
This is huge news.
Yo, Jimbo.
This is huge news. Good day for a movie podcast.
Wow. Kurosawa.
Next week, Kurosawa.
I've not watched Kurosawa,
Jacob. If you have not recorded that episode, you should go into the history of Yojimbo, because Yojimbo is sort of, it's based on like a novel or whatever, which has also been or another movie, which was a novel, but then other people also claimed that another novel by that same writer, Dashiell Hammett, is actually the inspiration for that movie. And then on top of that, Yojimbo inspired what is it called?
The Long Goodbye.
I was just making a joke about it. The Clint Eastwood, the first film in that trilogy, the No Name trilogy or whatever.
Fistful of Dollars.
Fistful of Dollars. It inspired that film. It's almost the same plot.
Ooh.
And then there's just a whole spider web of all these things that. Anyway.
So I've got. It
was inspired by, and it has inspired. So.
That means you'll release it. You'll release it that following Monday, if I remember when your podcast releases things. So I have a weekend. I can watch it. I've never seen it, so I need to watch it before that episode airs. All right. Good day for a movie podcast. Roth and his buddies are going to be watching that over the weekend. So if you want to listen to Good Day for a Movie podcast, go watch Yojimbo. I don't know.
Yojimbo. Just say Yojimbo.
No, I'm not trying to get on his podcast. I'm not. I'm just trying to figure out when I need to watch the movie. So I want to watch it before I listen to the podcast.
I haven't seen any either,
Jacob. Watch A Hidden Fortress, and then also think about the fact that it inspired A New Hope.
It did.
It's like,
yes.
Oh, yeah. There's all that as well. So we will be back next Tuesday evening to talk about episode 4 of Miss Marvel. Until then, please share the episode if you deem necessary. At least give us a like, and that'll help the algorithm a little bit. And sure, turn your notifications on, and that way you'll know if we ever do anything impromptu. You never know. We could do a live
cast movie show live at one point.
That we did do that one time. Exactly. The three of us, we did do a Deucecast movie show live, which is a rarity. We could go live as we're watching Star Wars Summer Break or whatever it's called. The Lego. So we could go live.
I don't know that you want my thoughts live on Lego Star Wars.
Like a live reaction.
Oh gosh. All right, guys. Well, it's been fun, and like I said, we'll be back next week. And everybody have a great weekend. Go watch a movie or something, and we'll see what happens. Talk to you guys later.
Peace out.